down, soften the belly, open the heart, tuck in the chin slightly. Just begin to touch yourself, awaken the body, awaken the spirit. Connect with the earth, plug into the earth, drop into the earth, and feel a sense of surrender. Feel a sense of release as you allow the universe to take care of you, as you allow God, creation, to guide you through all challenges, through all obstacles. Surrender deeper to your elders, to your ancestors. Be patient. Allow change to happen. Allow change to occur. Allow yourself to be moved and to move. Allow your movements to be soft, to be compassionate. So touch all areas of your body, from your shoulders, your armpits, your elbow, your breast, the neck, the face, to the lower back, the base of the spine, the hips, the thighs, the knees, going down the calf, the shin, the ankle, the sole of the feet, the toes, the inner thigh, the belly, the womb, the side body, the lungs, the ribs, the liver, the kidneys, the back of the neck. And then just breathe in, exhale. So as you breathe, I want you to imagine with the inhale, the ocean wave is extending onto the beach. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine the waters being pulled back into the deep. Just close your eyes, tuck in the chin, and do a meditation, a quiet meditation. We rarely spend time just saying nothing, doing nothing, and just sitting and allowing everything to go quiet. Absolute quiet. See if you see any colors, any shapes, if you have any sensations, any feelings, any spirit guides, any elders coming forth to help you in your journey, even key words that come to you, light language, light body activation. Just allow yourself to connect with the 5 elements. So connect with the earth, see the earth, the grass, the soil, the tree. And then see the wind, which is the breath, the oxygen that the trees give, the invisible field, the invisible energy, like electromagnetic energy, clean, clear, crystalline. And then see the fire. The fire's the warmth, the passion, the movement, the energy. And see the water, the moon, the cooling of the moon, the cooling effect the moon has on the ocean. See the waters within your body, the waters, the minerals that provide you nutrients, that nourish you. And connect to the cosmos, which is the information, the technology of this universe, this galaxy, among galaxies, and the technology that connects everything together. The Big Bang, that brings everything back into oneness, into this eternal, shape-shifting flow of energy. And just feel yourself balancing them out in your mind's eye. The 5 tattvas, just like the 5 fingers on your hands. And see what wants to come through. Into this moment, hold space for yourself. Hold a very soft space, like a nest, like an owl's nest, a space for the owl to relax, to let go, to fall into a deep, restful state. And see that you have created your own nest, like an owl's nest, and you're seated comfortably and safely in your owl's nest, your space. For you to receive the warmth of the sun, the cooling feeling of the moon, the earth that supports you, the winds that gives you the breath of life, the cosmos that speak to you, wisdom, ancient, tried and true. Just focus your awareness now on your heart. Focus the awareness on your heart. And feel your heart breathing like a womb. Like the diaphragm of planet Earth. Like a expansion and contraction, just like every galaxy, every solar system, every galaxy creates this push and pull, this magnetic push and pull, this expanding and contracting, expanding, contracting, and see that like in the womb, child inside the womb. Now see that happening in your heart as you visualize a soft pink and lavender energy, soft pink and lavender energy, as though you're holding a rose quartz crystal and an amethyst crystal at your heart, blessing your heart with these soft, gentle, compassionate, and healing energy. So visualizing soft pink lavender at the heart as you roll your eyes back and down, seeing through the heart, restoring the heart, bringing faith and trust in the heart. The tongue on the roof of the mouth and mentally recite, I vibrate the cosmos. Inhale deeper. Tuck in the chin, align the spine from the tailbone all the way. All the way to the top vertebrae. Exhale and allow yourself to release. Does not sink you into the soil, into the deeper earth, to be decomposed and to be recycled into clean seeds of life. So now bring your feet out into a diamond shape and then just begin to rotate. And then we'll sing this song that is actually playing in the background. We're going to repeat. So it goes like this. You're home where you belong. Loud and clear. You're home where you belong. So like hang. Don't try to press your forehead to your feet if that's not happening. We're trying to force our hips to open. Just hang and bring your forearms elbow to knee, forearm on the shin. Just breathe long and deep, tuck in the chin slightly. If you can, you breathe deeper and you can go down and just go side to side, lifting one hip off the ground and then the other. Bend your left foot, bring it close to your perineum, and then your right leg is bent down, the whole foot's down, the spine is tall, and then lift up and down. So my left foot face down, my right foot is towards the pinky side of the foot, and I'm just coming on my fingertips and lifting up and down, feeling it on the right hip. You want to let the leg just drop. Don't hold it up like that. You want to press forward, and you want to keep the whole foot on the ground so that you see it vibrates. When I go back, this is what I'm doing. When I push forward, I can keep my whole foot on the ground. So I'm pushing forward, opening my heart. Spine is somewhat tall. Inhale, exhale, just grab the ankles, both of them, and then just push forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. And I have my forearm on my calf, my elbow towards my knee. And you want to kind of be center over both legs. You don't want to be going over one leg and you're like falling. Inhale, exhale through the nose. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, and then interlace your fingers behind your, bring your left hand in between your leg, your calf, and your thigh. Bring it down towards your left knee resting. Exhale. Now grab your left hand around your knee, and then your right hand comes back, and if you can, touch the fingers and then slide down. You might be able to only grab a couple fingers, that's fine. And then just kind of come forward. Inhale. Exhale, come up. Open it back up. You may feel that adjustment in the hip area. And then just begin to move. So just sit in an Indian style, and then just begin to move your hands out like you're fanning your heart really, really fast. And just think as you're going out, 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 out really fast, clearing out the lungs, clearing out the heart and the excess heat. And then as you're doing that, you're going to do a breath of fire if you're not pregnant on your first 3 days of your cycle, which is an even inhale, exhale through the nose, which kind of feels like an out, out, out through the nose. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Out, 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 fast. Inhale, reach up. Lift up from the heart, the armpit, lift up from the hips, the shoulders, the jawline. Hold the arms up 60 degrees, press the tongue into the mouth, lift up. Exhale down. And then bring your legs in the opposite position. So your left leg's gonna be left leg's gonna be down. The right leg will be up, bringing it close to your perineum, the heel. Bring the foot on the earth. The left foot is on the pinky side of the foot. And then reach forward with your heart and lift up and down, creating a vibration within the leg. And you also are using the right leg to help you potentiate up. So it's not just the fingertips, it's you're potentiating yourself forward with your heart, with your foot, and then you let it fall down and feel the vibration moving up the base of the spine into the top vertebrae. Inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, exhale, hold. Spine is tall. And then interlace the fingers. Right hand goes in between the calf and the thigh. And then bring your head down onto the right knee. And just breathe long and deeply. down, down. Just breathe, long and deep, don't hold your breath. Okay, inhale, exhale, and then just open up the leg. Feel that adjustment that has happened within you. And then come seated, and then just begin to twist. Hold your shoulders, and then twist to the left, twist to the right, tuck in the chin slightly, press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, and focus on the twisting from the base of the spine and the fire. Turning on the gas light, warming up the furnace, and then letting the heat move up, and then kind of letting it vent out of you. From what is above you, center it at the heart. Exhale. And just take a moment to drop further into your body to become very aware. You can place a hand on heart, hand on belly. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. And then come onto your knees. Into a deep squat, or if you just do one leg at a time. So it looks like this. Sticking the butt out. Start with one leg at a time, and then rotate around the hip. So if my right leg's forward, then I'm rotating clockwise. Come down, sit back onto your heels, pressing your belly onto your thighs, opening up the neck somewhat, and then come up and come back. And then stick the butt up, heels, bring the leg, and then rotate. So my left leg's forward, rotating counterclockwise. And breathe long and deep. Don't hold the breath. When you see my foot, you can see a 90 degree at the fold of the leg from the calf all the way into the thigh. Rotate it. And now hold. Inhale, exhale. Bring the belly soft over the thighs and the throat. Stick the butt out. Heart's coming forward, butt's going back. Then come onto the hands. Press even further back as your heart's pressing forward. Your hands, you're really pushing it back. And then you're going to come up. You're going to bring on the fingertips, come into a deep squat. Come back into the belly folding over the bent legs. And you're opening up the third as well, sticking the butt out, bringing that heart forward. Into deep squat, you really lift up from the heart, lift up from the hips. And just come back. And then come into your first downward facing dog. Bend the knees, stick the butt way out. Press back, the foot's only around the toe, the heel, towards your navel, back behind you. Press back with the butt, press forward with your head. Inhale, exhale. Really bend the knees and really drop forward. Push back. As you push back, you're folding over the legs, grabbing the ankles, and then fall forward. Push back. And the knees even more, fold over. Fall forward, downward facing dog. Push back as you come forward and push back. And fall forward. Really push your butt back. Hold over the thighs, the belly between the legs. Come forward. Push back. Hold over the legs. Then flip the wrists. Have the flip wrists in between your legs that are just out, just wider than the hip width. And then you're going to come down into a squat. You may be on the ball of the foot somewhat. If you have a pillow, you can put the pillow underneath your heel so that your heel is not lifting up off the ground. Then come back up, and I'm really bending my knees to really create this downward slope to support the fold of the hips, keep my butt out, and really elongating the spine over the thighs. So I'm trying to reach over the thighs and come down, up, drop the head down, look at the navel between your legs. Then bring the head slightly up as you're looking straight out. Inhale, exhale. You want to really feel the belly is going way over the thigh. Unflip the wrists, bring them out, bring the feet baby crow, where you're on the balls of the feet, opening up the throat, legs wide apart, knees wide apart, then come up, fold over, come back down, opening up your throat, fold over, stick the butt way out, come down, then come back up, keep the feet in first position, and then just begin to go side to side with the hips, and hold your ankles inside, inside. Just let the shoulders hang. Inhale. Exhale, round up, and then hold it here. Hold the knees, lift up as though you're a puppet and your upper back is being pulled up. Tuck in the chin. The lower back is flat. The pelvic area is somewhat tucked in. The navel somewhat tucked in. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way up. Pull the shoulders back and down. Up. The foot out. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring it over, then cross, reaching down, hanging. So you're not grabbing, you're just hanging. And really hang. And if you round the back, that's okay. Just hang. Lift it up. Now straighten the back, lift it up. Arms reaching back, heart reaching up. Right leg, left leg shooting out. Bring it up, straightening the right leg. Slight bend in the knee. Bring it out as high as you can. Bringing it over, this attitude. And then bring it down and hang. Again, looking towards the navel. Then come up. Reach the arms up and then open it. Open the heart to the sky. Looking slightly up. Hands going way back, shoulders going way back and down. And then hold the hips. Bring the leg out, this attitude back out, and then shoot it down. You can bend the right leg and then bring it back. So we'll repeat. Shoulders, the heart lifting up to the whole, to the sky. Bring it down in a full rotation of the shoulders. Grab the hip. Open. Shoot it down. And then the other side. So my toe is parallel to, both toes are parallel. And then I open up the hip, rolling the hip back, lifting the leg as high as I can. Bring out this attitude, this diagonal, down, hang. Allow the back of the knee to breathe. And then come up, lift it up, hands up. Reaching back, the heart, the hands going back, all the way back, opening the armpits, the shoulders, hold the hips. diaphragm. Grab the hips. And then we'll do this last side. Inhale, exhale. Then round up, open up. Lift the heart to the ceiling. Grab the hips, lift it up, out, and then point it, and then bring it back in. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, swing it, open, open. So it's like this attitude. You want to imagine that it's kind of just like almost like you're putting your foot, like you just walk up to a table that's about up to your hip, right? And you just like put your foot on the table. Just put your foot on the top of the table, right? Okay? And then just swing the arms one side, then the other side. One side, the other side. Just lifting it up, just letting it kind of hang. You want to point the toe. So inhale, exhale, inhale. Just breathe long and deep. Breathe long and deep. Like you're putting your foot, bent leg on the table. Don't hold your breath. Okay, inhale, exhale. Now, begin to point your right leg, your right foot back, and just point, and then come onto the balls of the foot, of the back leg. Press the pelvic area forward. Interlace the fingers behind the back, roll the shoulders back and down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And just hold. And as you come forward, you bring it up slightly, and then you come back. So it's not a big movement. We're not taking our leg way back. Just breathe long and deep. Opening the heart, chest. Then inhale, exhale, hold it. Press yourself forward with your back leg. Press yourself back with your front leg. And then inhale. Bring your shoulder blades together. Press your hands down. Open the heart up to the earth or the sky. Exhale. Switch legs. So you're going to have, we had right leg back. Now you have left leg. On the balls of the feet. Your foot out, straight. The leg, the front leg, slightly bent. And then interlace the fingers behind your lower back, rolling the shoulders down, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Come forward and back. Come forward, kick up. Actually hold just for a moment. Really feel it in the side, hip. Really open your heart up to the sky, with a slight back bend. Pushing you back, your back leg's pushing you don't want to kick it so much that you're falling out of, you just want to kick it up. You really squeeze the shoulder blades together, roll the shoulders back and down. Open the heart, try to lift the heart up to the sky. Inhale, hold. Press the tongue on the roof of the mouth, shoulders go down, heart comes up. Exhale. Then just bring the legs together. And then just begin to rotate the hips clockwise. In a slow circle, and yet a full circle. Bending the knees as well. You're also healing the ankles, the knees, the hips. Very closely. Rotate the other way, and going. And then just keep your feet together, come all the way down to where you're balancing on the balls of your feet, heels are together, knees are together. Just hold. I'm going to press your knees slightly down, your heart comes up. Exhale, and just bring your heels back, and then come forward, bend over the legs, and then open up the feet to first position. Press your hands on the foot, pressing it down, and really stick the butt up and fold over to downward slope. Then grab yourself and then come up, look up, roll the shoulders back and down, head comes up, and then come into a deep squat. Hold yourself again, really lift up. What you're going to do is you're going to come back onto your knees. And then on your knees, you're going to begin to come to cobra. Bring your hands further away. Your hands are going out like a V. Look up. Now just roll into your right side, and then feel yourself like a board. Bring your head onto your arm, like a board. And then just bring the leg forward. So I'm on my right side, so my left leg comes forward. And then bring the leg down, bring it back up, try to open it, so roll on the pinky side of the foot, bring it back, and then bring your hand and then reach back. You're keeping your torso straight, but then you're reaching your legs as far back as they can, keeping the toes together. And then bring them back straight. out, while your torso hasn't moved. You want to keep the hips pulling forward. And you have your toe going straight out. Towards the pinky side, bring the leg back to you. And then hold it here, bring the head onto the bent right arm, pressing it into the hands, the side of the head, and then just hold, and then just begin to grab the bent left leg, and then you feel this whole pelvic area being like a string is pulling it forward while your legs are being pulled back in your heart. You're doing this whole sort of U shape with the body. Just breathe long and deep, and you want to feel your whole pelvis is pushed forward, but your heart, your legs are moving back. Inhale, exhale, and then bring it back into a straight position, and then come onto the left side, so you can roll into your left side. And then we'll continue resting on the left arm. Still want both hips reaching out. yourself back. Bend the knees as much as you can. Bring the feet out. Come into a deep squat. Round the back over. And then come back. Literally come back. Don't bring your butt on the earth. Just lift up the heart. Lift up with the arms. And then come back. Press yourself back. Open it up. Fold over. Bring the legs parallel. Come up. And then just begin to shake. Shimmy the hips. Shimmy the shoulders. Bend the knees slightly. Let the arms hang loose. Shimmy, shimmy. Inhale, exhale. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Shoulders, hips. Now open the legs, feet out, and just create a big circle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the legs together and just bring a figure 8 where the hip comes up, down, and around. Just allow the arms to just hang. Allow your shoulders to just let go. And just focus solely on the hips. Up, down, around. So you can go slow where you really press the hip out, down, and around. Just letting my arms hang so that I can really sink down. And then you can go down, up, down, up, down, up, so down, up. Really feel it in the side body. Down, up. Still let the arms hang. Even if you want to, you can even like loosen up the ankles. Move the ankles. So just like loosen up the ankles. The knees. So up, down, squat, the last deep squat, and then come back, open the legs wide, and then just lift up, pressing the right hand down, left hand comes up. If you can't lift up, you can just do this and reach up, creating a back bend with your heart, looking back behind you, your eyes go up and around. Pointing my toes, stabilizing with my leg, rotating my hip over. So when I come left hand, right hand up, my right thigh is rotating inward. And then my left hip rotating in. Looking up, back. Looking up, back. Press the hip forward, stretch. Really use the strength of your legs, not your wrists. See if you can get deeper into it. So you're literally doing a back bend. Grab here, and then come down. Bring the legs together, seated. Feels very intensive because our hips many times get so used to static movement that when we do dynamic movement, our hips, whole spine is like, what is going on? Right? That's why as kids we're so agile, because we're constantly moving. Kids, I mean, they're always feeling the desire to move their body dynamically. They never want to be static. They never want to be in a sort of hold. We as adults get ourselves in a hold mentally, emotionally, physically, psychologically. We get in this cycle of doing the same thing mentally, and then we get frustrated emotionally, the same thing again. So this is a way for us to really let loose that energy, that psychological hold, emotional hold, mental hold, physical hold, sexual hold, where we're feeling bored by our own movement, we're feeling bored by our own mind, we're feeling bored by our own emotions. Right? It means we gotta move things around, we gotta be dynamic, we gotta be multidimensional, right? We gotta take on different habits, different energies, let different energies pass through us, right? Because throughout our chronology, we're gonna take on many different energies, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, sexually. I mean, we're gonna go through many transformation within the pranic body, the subtle body, the radiant body, the negative mind, the neutral mind, the positive mind, and we're constantly gonna be rotating, like revolution, right, of this planet. We're constantly rotating to different areas of exploration to mediate different areas of ourselves, right? Different aspects of ourselves. And that's the child. The child is constantly moving from English class, then science class, then dance class, to art class, to library time, lunchtime. So they're constantly in a rotation. They're not like, oh, I'm just going to keep doing this until I hit my, banging my head in the wall, until I'm so frustrated that I'm just like at rock bottom. Kids never reach that rock bottom because they're always willing to reinvent themselves. They're not just going to hit themselves on the wall until, something comes. Like, they're going to move their energy in new ways. And when they can't move their energy in new ways, that's when the kids can get very restless, because they need the rest. For them is, I need to work through the channel, I need to open up my channel, I need to move energy through it. Right? As adults, we become very robotic when we have no energy. Robots have no energy. They're a computer. There's no energy in a computer. There's no life force, right? And it's electromagnetic energy, right? But the human being possesses a fire, and that's movement, that's energy, right? I mean, electromagnetic current circuits, that's movement. This is the speed of light, speed of consciousness, right? But the light activation happens with the energy. It happens with the energy, right? If we didn't have the energy of this earth, we would have no computers, because there's no electromagnetic field on earth, no grids, no ley lines without energy, right? Energy fuels these computers, right? And we fuel the computers because we're the driving force behind them, right? They just, just come out of anywhere. We fueled it. We made it happen. So the fire of the child is the fire of movement, is the fire that really conducts the electromagnetic field. An electromagnetic field, just like a computer, right, it can connect to this great web of creative energy, creative insight, creative information, right? And a lot of people who are working with energy, Kundalini energy, working with psychic energy, working with the female energy, right? They are able to connect to realms upon realms, dimensions upon dimensions, and are able to make contact with information, insight, foresight that cannot be captured within the robotic manufactured mind, right? The manufactured mind is very, set in its ways. It's very programmed by whoever elite programs. We don't want to ever be programmed by some elite that we don't even know, right? So it's like, we have to program ourselves, and we're born into a society where we're automatically programmed. And a lot of these programs of human beings goes all the way back to Moses' times, work slave mindset, right? So if you're not in this elite circle, this elite group, then you're out. And that means the programs you're going to be dished is self-destruction, right? Is you're not worthy, powerlessness, poverty, all this, scarcity, desperation. So the only way to crack the code and to break through these programs that was set up by elites for elites, and to keep, population in a sort of consistent, controlled state, is that you have to learn what it is to reprogram yourself, right? And we do that through connecting to the earth and the magic of the earth, right? Because the magic of the earth is original. It's original concepts, it's original codes, and they have never been distorted, right? You can distort, the secret of, law of attraction. You can distort it. You can take all of, Mary Magdalene's, spiritual teachings and put them into a book that has nothing to, that is even Mary Magdalene, not even the author. Put somebody else's name on it, right? But the original is the original. So when you connect to the earth and the magic of the earth, you're connecting to the original energy, the original code, the code of ethics, the code of humanity that has everything to do with liberation, has everything to do with freedom, has everything to do that this world may not give you freedom. They may not give you the secret on how to be successful, right? They may withhold those things, but you definitely have the power within you to go into, to discover the secrets for yourself, to learn the magic, to relearn the magic of the earth, to literally go deeper than what's the surface. Because sometimes the surface is, as we know, it's not always going to be what is truthful, right? Just like in relationships, you have to go deeper, and when you go deeper into somebody, that's when you start to really see them, and you start to see how dynamic they are, and you can see the original kind of code of ethic, or code of humanity, code of soul they are, right? Their authentic being, and it'll come through their essence, right? The essence of a person is that inner child, right? And the distortion is the society programs that we're given that have everything to do with not being worthy, having low self-esteem, destroying yourself, destroying other people, complaining, competing, comparing, contrasting, being jealous of this and the other, victim to this, victim to that, and just blaming everything to the point where you're so exhausted you don't have time to use your energy anywhere else. So it's all a game of energy, right? And where you're putting your energy, right? Because just like a rocket, if you're going to put your energy in a rocket ship, you want to concentrate it on getting it to lift off. You're not going to allow leakage, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to allow holes in the big engine to allow this fuel to leak out, because when you have this $1 trillion rocket going into the sky, right, to penetrate the atmosphere, you don't want to have these leakages that all this extra, fuel is just leaking out. So by the time you penetrate a certain layer, you have no fuel left and you crash and burn, So that's why these little habits, these little behaviors can be like leakages, because it takes a lot of fuel to clear out karma and ancestral trauma and generational curses and all that kind of stuff. It takes a lot of fuel to do that, which you have endless fuel, of course, from the magic of the earth. It's just when we have these leakages, these habits and these behaviors that we do consistently, it becomes like it basically becomes a hole in our engine that holds the fuel, right? Whatever that compartment that holds the fuel. So when we're trying to rocket and we're rocketing really fast and we're ready to go and we have all this risk and we're taking a big chance, and all of a sudden we run out of that full fuel, right? And our reserve of fuel, we don't know how to access, right? So the reserve of fuel is stored. You store 30% energy that you don't use. So you can be using 100% of your energy like on a marathon, but you will always have 30% of the energy you're using stored away for like a reserve, right? So, if you are like, you completely like topped out like 100% of your energy and you're in the low of the low, like you've been so, like you spent 24 hours of just screaming at yourself and all this, negative stuff to yourself, and you're 100% max, you're in the red zone, right? You have 30% reserve of energy to get yourself back into the yellow zone. And once you're in this yellow zone, there is a miracle that can happen where you can push back, like push the brake and get you back into the green, right? So we can even extend it in the opposite direction where you're 100% using all your energy and you're swimming, right? You're doing some swimming thon, right? And you're 100%, like you just went way over into the red zone, right? You were just too passionate, too fiery, you didn't cool it down. You can use that 30% of the total energy that you've exhausted, that's stored away, and you can use it to get you back into the yellow zone, where the yellow zone has to do with, the sun, like energy, replenishing, restoring, replenishing. So when we think of the sun of our solar plexus, we're thinking of replenishment, we're thinking of nourishment, we're thinking of cooling, right?
It's like just a normal one or
so that's why when we get to know our own energy, we can kind of maneuver it through us in different ways, because the law of attraction has everything to do with our energy and how we're able to manage it, how we're able to use it, and what kind of structures are we creating, like confidence, being able to self-soothe. These are all structures within you that carry energy, right? And you want to consolidate them, right? And you want to practice them so that they're more consolidated, so that they're strong, they're not brittle, right? So last thing we will do is just inhale, exhale, and just close your eyes, drop into yourself. Really plug into the earth as though you're screwing into the earth through the spine, the perineum, and then really inhale, exhale as you're screwing up into the sky, into the solar system, up the spine, out of the top of the head, and then just begin to settle into yourself, and feel comfortable within your own skin, feel confident within your ability to change the direction, to redirect, and to reinvent yourself, to use the agility of your movement of the spine and the hips to actually create agility within this psychological, psychomagnetic, physiological, emotional, mental, sexual energy, so that you never feel like you're in a house with no doors or no windows, that you yourself knows how to maneuver through yourself because you're dynamic, you're spherical. So just see how you are spherical, multi-dimensional, multi-talented, multifaceted. So connect to the 72,000 nerve endings in the belly button, the navel, and connect to the 108,000 suns at the heart. And see the two sort of surges of electromagnetic energy that pumps through the nerves constantly, and it also pumps through the heart, right? We say the heart recitation, right? the electromagnetic pump, the pulse. And then inhale, exhale. Hear the bell and just imagine you're clearing out whatever you need to clear, and you're consolidating whatever you need to consolidate within your energy. So just visualize you're consolidating, patching up your aura, patching up your emotional structure, your mental structure, physiological structure, psychological structure, and really consolidating the energy here at the solar plexus, reserving it, really pulling it together, taking back the power, and clearing out these sort of latches or these sort of attachments we have to people, places, and things, memories that we are unable to resolve, that we're just avoiding and neglecting and just escaping from. Just see that you're taking the initiative to actually resolve these things, to clear it out for your freedom, emotionally, psychologically, physiologically,